Peace, peace. Time to this one. I just want to touch on this for the basketball fans, man, and you people who rely on these sports for entertainment. You know, at one point in time, I was a sports fan. I even played sports. You know what I'm saying? And that was before the sports was controlled. You know, um, just want to really touch on the NBA Finals this year. From what I heard, this is LeBron's seven straight finals. Like that's kind of unheard of. Like I mean, I think he done been to eight finals. I think he been to eight finals. I think this one is. I think the seventh one was last year. Oh yeah, yeah. I think he been to eight finals, right? So what I find in this season, right? They was already prepping him to win because they kept making all these stupid, crazy trades. They made crazy trades last year to where they had a team that was equal to the Golden State or whatever. So the theme is Golden State against the Cavs again, and that's what the thing keep on going to be because when they added Durant on, man, I found that to be a crazy trade, man. Like, how do you add Durant on what they already had? Like, what level of wins like do they are they going to get this year with Durant? Are you serious? I mean, come on, you guys. Like, you guys who watch basketball, you know, I'm an old school basketball fan. Like, I liked it when the teams was even, where you had maybe two scorers on there, you had key players or whatever. You know, now all these teams are set up with all these offensive players on there. You got maybe a couple of defensive players, couple of rebounders, but the team is set up around offensive players, man. You know, just the fact that you got Stephen Curry, man, it's not fair, man. He throwing them half court shots, man. Yo, man, the kid is ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna take away nothing away from Stephen Curry. I like Stephen Curry. The kid is ridiculous, man. He has a nice game. But like I mentioned in some of my other videos, man, God gave you talent, but the devil made you famous. So therefore, they can control it. This is the thing. This thing is all about money. It's all about money, and the players is nothing but a pawn in the game. The real people who behind it is the people in the front office. This thing is set up just like a chessboard. The players are the pawns. The coach would be maybe one of the higher ups or whatever, and then it goes on and on and on. But what I see funny about this NBA Finals is, okay, with the exception of they done made all these crazy trades to make Cleveland look as good as Stephen Curry on paper. Because now I'm looking at Cleveland team, and Cleveland do got a crazy team, though. They do. They got a lot of players that they don't even play out there, and so do Golden State. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, it's whoever the people who control this want to win. I'll never make no predictions on none of these games, but I'm thinking that maybe Golden State gonna win. And why I say that is because what a lot of you people didn't notice was, or maybe you did notice this, but have you ever noticed? I never seen a coach just like take time off in the middle of the season, or just like whatever. I don't know what Steve Kerr supposedly problem is to the reason why Mike Brown had to coach. I don't know, but that's a conspiracy theory because, like, why? Hold up, Mike Brown is LeBron's old coach. Did anybody pick that up? And it's just strange that he's coaching the Golden State now and Steve Kerr is out. So watch for that. You know what I'm saying? Something I don't deal with none of that dramatics, or I don't deal with numbers and all. I mean, I deal with the signs of 0 to 9, but I'm not savvy with all of the numeric the stuff that a lot of these kids be doing with that or whatever. But I'm just speaking just off of me just being a fan of the game and me observing the way that these people get down and how NBA and the NFL, and I'm starting to think the Major League too is fixed. All this stuff is fixed. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, you people, I know y'all who watch basketball, I'm quite sure y'all see this. Mike Brown is coaching the Golden State Warriors, and he used to coach the Cavs. That's LeBron's old coach. Come on, man. Like they make these stories up to make the game, and watch they make a theme about Mike Brown and LeBron. Watch, and they're gonna sell it and make you watch the game more. And that's what the theme of it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got Durant. The Golden State got a good team, but they're gonna somehow make Mike Brown be able to shut LeBron down. That's the way they're gonna try to like orchestrate it or whatever though. But yeah, man, like I said, man, I always say NBA fix. I'm not saying the players is talented, the players work hard, they athletes, but the people who pull the strings are the ones who control everything. The athletes don't control the outcome of the game. The people who control the outcome of the game are the damn officials. Just like the police on the street, the officials are the people who bend the rules when they want. Why is that? Why do these people bend the rules when they want and they never get fined for it? So like I said, these are a lot of things that make you. I'm not saying the play, the dunks is nice, the moves, jokers behind the back and shaking jokers and all that is nice. But I'm just telling you the outcome of the game. I'm not saying that the brothers don't work hard. The game is exciting at certain points, but when you can personally predict the outcome of this shit, it's not the same, man. Because the last couple of years, it was the Spurs and LeBron, and then it was Golden State and LeBron. Now it's Golden State and LeBron again. Like it's always either the Spurs or Golden State, the Spurs or Golden State. None of these other teams are sneaking up like it used to be in the NBA. There'd be a good team, but then there'd be another team that would come and shut them down. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be a team out the blue or somebody. It might have been a team that made it to the playoffs, but they somehow pulled the win off. You don't see that too much. You don't see too many of the upsets. You see most of the people who got the best record of the league go against each other. Just like, for example, right? Boston had the second best record next to the Cavs in the East. They went against the Cavs in the Eastern Conference, and I suspect the Spurs had the second best record next to Golden State, and they went to the Western Conference. So, I mean, I see a lot of teams that was better than the Spurs or whatever, well, that I think that was better than the Spurs. I think the Jazz was better than the Spurs, even though that the Jazz was a little bit like they didn't have the experience of the playoffs. I think they could have beat the Spurs. They had enough firepower to beat them, and they could match up with them real good. See, the NBA is a game of matchups. How good can you match up with these players? You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's going to be a good matchup against LeBron, because the NBA they made enough adjustments for LeBron to win. They made too many adjustments. They didn't get. Look at LeBron team, man. LeBron got Jason Williams on the bench. They got Kyrie Irving. They got, man, they got a lot of players, man. I ain't gonna front. They got a lot of players. They still got J.R. Smith. They got J.R. Smith. They got Shumpert. They got a bunch of other players. I think they still got Mo Williams on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot of players, man. They got enough players to match up with Steph. See, the key to it is really shutting down Stephen Curry. If you can shut down Stephen Curry, then everybody else you can get them to play a regular game. A regular game is you trying to make 2-point baskets or mid-range jumpers or whatever. When you take that three out, then the whole aspect of the game changes, and that's what I see as a fan of the game. The three-point shooters is what make the game a little bit more different. And LeBron them got Kyrie, boy Colbert. So they got enough firepower on there. You might not think so. They got, and then plus they got LeBron. So they got enough firepower. They got enough people. You know what I'm saying? They got Love. They got the other boy. They got enough people. They are matched up. I think that they are matched up with them. They can definitely match it because they got a bunch of scorers on that bench besides LeBron. Like I said, you got Williams, you got Kyrie Irving, you got Love, you got the other boy, I forgot his name, the center or whatever, but you got a lot of players on it. So they equally matched up. But like I said, the NBA is going to call the determinations of who won't win. It ain't going to be up to the players. That's why I don't sit here and bet on none of this shit, because I know all that gambling shit is rigged, man. It's rigged. It's rigged so you can't win. So you win 1 out of 100 times, man. And that's the way they make their money. So like I said, man, the NBA, you know what I'm saying, is exciting, but the shit is rigged. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I am the Taunch in this one, man. I'm out of here.